Hi, my name is Candis Dyer, and this is my co-host today, Fara Hunter with KM420 Radio, Mixler.com, right?
That's right.
And she's going to be co-hosting with me today. We've got an amazing lineup. But first, I wanted to say that we are brought to you by the Human Solution International, Cannabis Open Carry Walks, Coffee Party USA Radio, Walk for Change, man, a whole bunch of people. So we wanted to give a whole shout out to them for helping us make all this work. Cool deal. So today we have
Wendy Love Edge.
Yes.
What? I can't wait.
And I have her in the waiting room right now. And just for a little introduction, she's an author, an artist, a talk show host, and a cannabis activist, y'all. So I'm going to bring her on.
She's fabulous, y'all.
I love Wendy.
Her.
Hi, Wendy. I know that I told her 8:10, 8:15. So she's probably getting ready to come on and stuff. But till we get her on, we will go ahead and continue to talk.
Surprise, we came on early.
So I did want to announce to people before we get started, I guess, a little bit about CannaFest and what we decided to do. Unfortunately, as everybody knows, Corona is going around and everything. So it looks like we just got put on another lockdown. Only people like no bigger than 100. And of course, we know that Labor Day weekend, that's going to bring a lot more than 100 people. So we've decided to go the route that we're going to go virtual with it. So we're not going to cancel it totally. We're going to keep the same lineup that we had this year for next year, and we're going to go virtual with it. So everybody will get a chance to be at our virtual CannaFest this year, and all the artists will be performing. We'll have the same speakers and everything. It's going to be the same weekend on Saturday, and we're going to do it this way so that we don't have to cancel 100%.
That's right. And everybody still gets to do something.
Right. And you deal with a lot of artists. So talk about that right now.
Tons of artists. Like we have so
how
many.
much it's hurting them right now. Yeah.
Yeah, they have nowhere to perform, guys. Like there's nowhere open. There's no bars. I mean, some of them are at half capacity or fourth capacity. So I mean, the artists are struggling, all the local artists that usually go to the bars, and that's what they do. So we're just going to try to promote them virtually, and we're going to give them a virtual tip jar. So you guys get ready for that because they're going to need tips.
Right. And we're going to make
anything.
We're going to make sure that y'all all have the links to like get their CD or their hats or their shirts swag, if you like them.
This. Yeah, I got some swag on today.
Yeah, show them some love.
This is Low Fuzz's Productions, guys. That's what I'm wearing today at Almost Sound. So that's what we got to do. Show them love.
We love Low Fuzz. Low Fuzz rocks. He was at last year's CannaFest, man, and I got a chance to sit and just talk with him. And I love the way his energy is so awesome. And he's an amazing, amazing person.
Such a cool dude.
Yes. Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Get this right. How are you?
Oh, good, good. I was telling everybody a minute ago, I'm doing the back end of the show today. So
yeah,
bear with me a little bit. I know I told you a little later, so you're not late. We were just yapping away. I just got you on there so I could tell that worked because I haven't done this yet before.
Oh, well, it's no time like the present to learn something new.
Right, definitely. I don't know. Y'all met, right? Fara Hunter?
I know, Wendy. We talk all the time. I can't wait to meet you in person.
I know. I can't wait to meet both of you. I feel like I know you. I always get nervous before anything I do. And my wife just said to me, "Why are you nervous? You know these people."
Right?
Always.
Yes, very relaxed, cool conversation, just around the kitchen table talking and yapping. Yeah, I feel like I know all y'all so much because we've been working so hard together on the Walk for Change and stuff. So I feel like you know everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think, Candis, you were on our show when we were still at the radio station, I think.
Yes.
We were doing the show live from KPSQ in Fayetteville.
Yes. I had
Yeah,
an amazing time. That was so much fun.
That's
yeah, I love live shows and live radio. We just kind of, our vision for what we wanted to do, just the space wasn't, like the last time we did a show there, the band came in with a full drum kit and big speakers and stuff, and it's like a pretty small room. So Topher had to sit on one of their speakers, and we had
Oh,
the drum
wow.
like in the corner, and we're like, yeah, I think we have to move to the TV station. And so, but it's been
Well,
working
that's
out.
awesome though. You got expanded. It looks really nice.
Oh, thank
The way
you.
you got everything set up. And
Yeah.
I did introduce you before you came on. I let everybody know that you're an author, an artist, a talk show host, and a cannabis activist. So I'm going to go ahead and let you tell everybody what it is exactly, what's your show, when to find you, and what it is that you've been working on the past few years.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So let's see. So I started Bulldozer Health. It's a nonprofit organization. You can visit at bulldozerhealth.org. And our mission is to educate everyone about all their health options, which includes cannabis, improve access to alternative health, which also includes cannabis, and inspire people to optimal health. So I started that out of my own story, where in 2011, I became very ill with a disease called dermatomyositis. It's an inflammatory autoimmune disease where your body eats your skin and muscle cells. And
Oh, wow.
so I was in a power wheelchair. I was on 16 pharmaceutical drugs, and I was unable to care for myself. My wife bathed me and dressed me, and it's like another lifetime ago.
Right.
But a couple of years later, I'm still on all these drugs and not realizing that I'm addicted to some of them. They were all prescribed.
Right.
And so I decided that I was going to start weaning off of them just to see what I had, because I wasn't really living. I was just existing day to day, trying to get through each day and taking all those drugs. I didn't know how
Right.
snowed I was. Like, it's crazy when I think back. I don't remember like whole chunks of time,
Because
morphine.
the meds make you forget, really. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
morphine around the clock, Percocet, Valium, Xanax, gabapentin, Cymbalta. I mean, all the cocktail that they give
Right.
people with chronic illness that's not getting better. And so anyway, I started weaning off the drugs, went into withdrawal. And a friend, she was really just an acquaintance. She came to visit, and she asked me a question that changed my life. She asked, "Have you tried marijuana?" And she was at the time, I guess, over 60. And she said, "You look worse than you did before. And further, I have to tell you, I've been using this my whole life. And I know that it can help you. Are you willing to try?" So I smoked with her that night after not using it at all since high school, right? So in high school, I smoked all the time. I went off to college and then got a job in healthcare and really never thought about it. It just,
Right.
but I was diagnosed over the years with lots of different illnesses that are mostly autoimmune and chronic. And of course, no one ever suggested cannabis to me. It was, try, I was on Enbrel and Humira and all those drugs, right? Which
Right.
will kill you if you
Yes.
realize some people need them, or they feel they do, or maybe they do. Pharmaceuticals have their place, but for me, while I had more energy and felt better, it was actually very detrimental. So anyways, I smoked with her. Pain went down to almost nothing.
Wow.
I felt really good. The withdrawal symptoms went away. So she decided, it was her last day of work for 2 months, and we hardly knew each other. She decided she was going to come and stay with me every day and help me through this withdrawal process.
Wow.
And it was just a gift from God. I mean, and of course we became really good friends, and we started with eating whatever we wanted and being high all the time, and me coming off drugs.
Right.
And then we decided we should start moving. So we signed up for the pool and we started swimming. And I didn't think I could do it at the time. When I started, I was walking on arm crutches by then. And so they had a lift that went down into the pool, and I would leave my crutches on the side and go down there. I just started walking And then we started looking at diet and started eating a really clean vegetarian diet, and mostly went to vegan later. And that's a whole nother story. I'm not doing that right now. But, you know, all of it is a journey, really.
Yes, definitely.
You know, so made all these lifestyle changes. And then I just began to realize, you know, all the things that I needed for my health, whether it was cannabis, going to the cannabis doctor, healthy food, going to the pool, it all costs money. And our insurance doesn't cover all those things. You know, a chiropractor got me off of the arm crutches and standing tall without a device. And that wouldn't have happened with a mainstream physician, you know.
Right.
So my son, Antonio, who at the time was 14, and I filled out the paperwork to start the nonprofit. And as soon as we put a website up, people started reaching out. And we just decided to network with alternative health providers and put an ad for them on our website, raise money, help people pay for alternative health to go to those people. We met with cannabis doctors and got them to donate visits per month in Massachusetts initially, and then in Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Arkansas, because my wife is from Arkansas. And even though I had gone back to Massachusetts, I was really determined to make some changes here because it's so needed. We were nearly bankrupted by the health system, and that's, you know, everywhere. So
people don't realize, you know, they are just an accident away from being homeless. Like,
yeah, oh yeah. Even, I mean, you know, most Americans, if their car breaks down, they are going to have trouble figuring out how to fix that car.
Right.
Never mind your body. And most of the time people put their body last because they need the car to get to the job.
Yep.
So that they can.
And you need your body to work so that you can work, like, and not take a couple weeks off because of, you know.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And so initially we started work trying to get the drug ads off of television. That was our big first project, which I met with congressmen. We made videos to put out there to educate people about how the drug ads are so pervasive and really are all about money, but they are utilized just like selling Coca-Cola or anything, but they're talking about drugs that can kill you.
Right.
That have a side effects, you know.
Exactly.
So we were kind of initially kind of fighting, and then I realized that while those things are important, what we really need to do is build a new health system that includes all the things we're talking about.
Exactly.
Alternative health, cannabis, you know, exercise, access to healthy food. The health system, all of these things create health or they don't, right?
Yes, mind, body, spirit, it's a whole thing. Like when you start
Mhm.
that journey of healing, like you're talking about, you know, you had to change your diet, you had to start exercising more, but look at the transformation. You're proof.
Yeah. I mean, my health improved greatly. I still struggle, you know, with some things, and these diseases cycle, you know.
Right.
So I have a period of time that's pretty good, and then it starts up again, but I treat it differently. I actually rarely look to the allopathic mainstream doctor first. They're my last resort,
Right.
you know, and try all the other things that are available to us. But again, you know, I worry about everyone having access to these things. And cannabis is such a classist system. The way that it's structured, you have to have money, you know. So for instance, here in Arkansas, there's no grow rights. You only can use the dispensary. The prices have come down a little bit since the beginning, but it's expensive. Most people can't afford the doctor visit. They can't afford their medicine. And so they go without. So it's not really a viable option for a lot of people. And so we still have a lot of work to do. This is true all over the country. You know, you ladies know all about it. You know, to cannabis, what we really need is to end prohibition and deschedule, let everybody grow their own medicine, teach people how to cook with it, how to use it for their own health, because it's food, medicine, you know, paper, fuel, I mean, everything, right?
Sky's the limit, man.
You know, and so, you know, I've learned recently, you know, you never know where reefer madness is kind of hiding a little bit. And even people that I know.
Isn't it amazing how many people still believe? We were testifying on the last bill that came up, and the only ones really fighting against us were the sheriffs.
Yeah.
And they were literally quoting reefer madness still.
It's
We were
crazy
like,
to me that with all of, that is available to us for education,
Yeah.
that people would still be concerned about the stigma because, there are people who really understand that it's used as medicine. And then they'll say, well, but I don't agree with recreational
right,
bill, or I don't think everyone should have it. Or what about children, And,
right,
hey, we know that while it's not for everybody, everybody should have access to it and be able to
exactly.
try it for their own health. And recreational use is still medical use. If you're
Right.
if you're smoking to relax after work, or eating it in your food because you have some inflammation,
Ain't no
maybe
different than that glass of wine, like
yeah,
that
Right.
people drink when they get home. Yep.
maybe you're not sick. Maybe your body is sore because you're getting old or you work a physical job or whatever, so you're not medically ill, but it's still medical use.
Right.
Uh,
Right.
So when I hear people make that separation and think about, say things like, well, those people, those stoners that are just care about, are you talking about me? That's what I usually say.
Right. Yeah.
Oh no,
I'm
we're
that stoner that
not
you
you.
supposedly think sits on the couch all day and does
Mhm.
nothing but
Yeah.
Netflix and chill. It's like, do you realize how much work I know you do that
Mhm.
we actually are doing here behind the scenes is you're
Yeah.
definitely able to do your job. You're able to do it clear mind and better, I think, because you don't got all that anxiety and
Yeah.
shit bogging you down. You can focus better.
Yes.
It's true, but the hard thing is in a state like I'm using Arkansas as an example. I love living here. I love the community here. So I hope nobody takes offense to this, but but yeah, I mean, people still, because of the way the program was rolled out, they didn't have the opportunity to start to really see it without the stigma attached to it. You
Right.
still, like when you go to a dispensary here, so I'm from Massachusetts, I used the dispensary there, and you do have to show your card when you come in, but man, here you have to show it like 3 times, you have to sign a paper.
Wow.
You have to do that when you go to Walgreens? Like, I don't know.
Right.
I don't understand. So all these little things add up to more stigma. It's not really fully going away.
Right.
And so I think people are still learning, and even in states where they pass medical. And so that's where my show came out of. So we initially did a show called the Bulldozer Health Show, and we did 62 episodes of that. And that I interviewed one health provider, and then we had music. And the last season aired here on KNWA, which is an NBC affiliate. So that was pretty exciting. It was late at night. It was, and but we wanted to do something else. And I met Topher at the TV station. He was interning there, and we just clicked. And
Love him.
and we did a little ad actually for the Bulldozer Health Show, I think. Or maybe, yeah, or we were starting a new show that was all cannabis, the Green Zone TV. So we only did 4 episodes of the Green Zone, and the
Yes.
reason
I think that's one of the ones I was on, maybe because for some reason I think it was a green zone. Maybe not that, but that's what we were on when I was on the show.
You were on the radio. We named a segment the Green Zone later because
Okay.
it's all about plant medicine, mostly cannabis, but we also talk about psychedelic food
Right.
and other green zone-y kind of things. But yeah, so we couldn't get any sponsorship for the Green Zone. It was very much still reefer madness
Right.
here.
Right.
They were like, well, I don't know. It's all about cannabis. So
Yeah.
it was fun. We did the 4 shows, and then we just decided we would go live on the radio, Topher and I, and then it's just grown from there. So the main goal is education,
Yes.
but we try to do it in a really fun way and entertaining way. Some of the segments are a little more serious about health or wellness, and then there's lots of fun stuff too, and music and
Heck yeah.
yeah. And we love creating community. Here, when we're in the studio, it's really nice when guests can come in,
Right.
and we have a little food for everybody. We have somebody who does makeup and hair, and we just like have a great time.
Wow. That's awesome.
In the quarantine editions, the advantage has been having people from all over.
Right.
you know, and still do it on TV. You know, so you were on, even though you're not here in Fayetteville or in Arkansas, when we were live on the radio. So we could do it there, and we can do it this way too. So yeah, so it's really fun and interesting. Just the guests, all different perspectives about health and wellness and new ideas that people can try. So yeah, that's where the show came out of. And we just finished season 3, which is really exciting.
Hell yeah. That's
Thank you. Yeah, and now we're on KM 420.
You are.
Oh, yeah, we're pretty excited about that. You know, my son Jacob lives in Houston. I don't know if I ever told you that. So I was telling him about the radio station, you know, about that we're on in Texas too.
Oh,
So
cool.
We're in Houston and Fort Worth, actually.
Yeah.
Because I'm up in Fort Worth and Renee's in Houston.
Okay.
Where we're
Cool.
at.
He just
We're in
moved.
the 2 big cities of Texas.
Yeah, Texas is so big.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. He was living in Austin, and we'd go visit him there. That was Houston's a little further, I think. I don't know. I get confused about
Yeah,
where.
it's a little further. It's like, I think, a 3-hour drive for me to get to Austin, the capital, to go testify. And then I've been to Houston a few times too. I think it's like a six
It's
and a half.
4.5 hours, but it's
Four
a
and a half?
different route.
Okay.
It's 75.
Okay. Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
How is it there for you? You know, you're doing your open carry walks, and you know it's still not legal in Texas. So how's it been? I'm just curious how the reefer madness is there, since we've been
Yes,
talking about
it's
that.
definitely here. We get the few people who are like, get a job, go, you know, get off.
Get off the street.
And I think it's so funny because number one, my husband, like, he's a union worker, and he does have weekends off, so he can not, you know, he can work and still do this.
Right.
And,
I never
so it always
understand
cracks me up.
I don't understand why they yell get a job. So
It's funny. It's just
So
all
they-
protesters, I think.
Because
do they
get-
assume that everybody works the same hours?
Right.
Like everyone works 9 to 5? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Like nobody that actually had a job or a family would be out there doing it. It's like, you're so wrong. Like, we've all got families and jobs, but no, like you just said, education is the key.
And you get more and more and more people. Like, she's got a lot of people coming to her walks now.
Yeah,
We
and that's
educate a
just
lot of
it.
people.
Knowing that education is the key. That's what we do when we get out there. Like,
Mhm.
people will come up to us and oh, I'm so glad y'all are doing this, and they'll tell us their story.
So fun.
Yeah.
And why cannabis helps them, and it's about time they've seen people out on the side of the road for this. And
Mhm.
man, it's amazing. And you just get to talk to those people. And not only that, but you get the ones that'll come up and actually be like, well, I'm for it medically, but
Oh
then
yeah.
change
Yeah.
their mind.
Yes.
Like, but you know, big pharma's had their crap in my sickness long enough. You know, I don't want them any part of it. And they're like, oh, that's true. And so,
Yeah.
you know, you get to like talk to them, educate them, and let them know, you know, the different issues that we got. Most people don't know we're not allowed to petition.
Yeah.
They're like, where do I sign? And I'm like,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. In Texas, it's difficult. We did, when we were doing the Bulldozer Health show, we did an on location couple of shows in Austin. Yeah, in Austin. And we interviewed at the time the director of Normal. That's when I learned all about Texas. And I was like, oh my gosh, if this doesn't go through now, it's 2 more years and you can't petition. It's crazy, you know, all over a plant that could heal so many people.
Right.
Just-
plant.
the-
Right. Plant. Like,
definitely.
it makes no sense.
No, it makes no
Doesn't
sense.
make sense at all. Like, for cigarettes and alcohol to be, you know what I mean, legal, and all the deaths that they cause, not only are they hurting themselves by drinking and stuff. I'm not bad against drinking or whatever, but the point is, not only are they hurting themselves, but they're hurting other people when they get out there on the road and they get drunk and they hit, you know,
Mhm.
and it's like, cannabis isn't anything that's going to hurt anybody. Like,
No, and the whole driving thing irks me too, because you know, that's fine, not smoking in the car, whatever. But honestly, I'm not a great driver. If I'm medicated, I am a much better driver.
Right,
Anybody
right.
would tell you that.
No, exactly. I know exactly
Yes.
what you're talking about.
Mhm.
I always say I wouldn't recommend somebody who doesn't smoke regularly to drive.
Yeah.
But just like you know, I have had no accidents ever. And my whole life I've driven around stoned, but
Yeah.
it's because it doesn't affect that when you take it regularly, it just
Because it's
becomes
medicine.
Yeah.
I
Well,
would
for me,
much rather maybe a little high on the road than not, because my anxiety's so high
Mhm.
that if somebody does something over here, I jump, and that's going to cause a wreck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, people can. So the problem is that we can't really study this plant the way we should
Right.
be.
No.
But if they were able to, I'm going to guess that someone who has some coordination problems like I can have,
Right.
when I use the sativa, they go away. It's much better.
Right.
And the vision is better, so I think if they could do studies and look at all different scenarios and different illnesses maybe that people have, and when they use it, do some testing on alertness and motor
Right.
skills, see what happens, but we've
Yeah,
been
Joe had a
limited.
great idea about in the back of a police car, like a Nintendo kind of thing, like where if you can pass that test, then
Mhm.
and when they pull you over, you should be allowed on the road, whether they say you have marijuana in your system or not. Like that.
Right. Well, the other problem is they can't tell when you've had it. It stays in your fat cells. So,
Exactly.
so when they test
30
you,
days, 40 days sometimes. Yeah.
so it makes no sense. They have to be able to study it and figure out how best to deal with it. But, I'm really hopeful that there'll be less policing going on very soon. And, if somebody is, having trouble driving because of that, they'd be able to get some help and not worry about being arrested or, it's
Right.
just the amount of policing that has been going on is insane.
I agree.
And they can look you up and see what your record is, but we can't look them up and see what their record has been.
Yes. Not only that, but they get like 48 hours to talk about what they did before the police ever bring them in to question.
Mhm.
When do you ever get that? Like you're dragged in and stuck there
Mhm.
with no food, no nothing. You can't get your story straight.
Well, you're treated like you already committed a crime,
Exactly.
even though,
Yeah,
even
you're
though,
guilty until you prove yourself innocent. It's bullshit. It
yeah.
really is.
So I'm hoping. I mean, I feel change in the air. And do you feel change coming?
Yes, I do. I am optimistic.
Yes.
Like,
You have to have change.
Yeah, it
gotta
feels
keep
like.
our hopes up.
I mean, I hope that cannabis is included in these changes, but there's so much work that we all still have to do. The activism work, just it never goes away.
Right. Right.
From
There's always going to be something to fight for.
That's
yeah,
right.
and whether it's plant prisoners or access to medicine, grow rights, there's always something to do.
Right,
And
right. Definitely. Definitely.
yeah.
Well, one more time, Wendy, let everybody know where they could find your show and the Bulldozer Health again, so they can help you with that.
Yeah, so it's bulldozerhealth.org. And if you're in Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, or Arkansas, we can help you to see the cannabis doctor for free if you qualify. It's all on the website. And then we have Health Network too. We are getting ready. So we had scheduled for 420 to have a big festival.
Right.
And then we did do an online festival, but we rescheduled the in-person one to the end of October. So there'll be more information about that soon. We'll make a decision soon about whether it will be live or whether we will be broadcasting from a venue. So those are decisions we're going to make, but that's coming up. And yeah, my show is, you can watch it on Facebook, on YouTube, the Weed Tube, SDZ Today. And then we're on radio stations in Boston, Activate Radio, KM 420 in Texas, and KPSQ here in Fayetteville. And we're always looking for more stations. We want to keep educating and getting the word out. So if anybody's interested, you can always email me also, Wendy at bulldozerhelp.org, or the Wendy Lovett Show at gmail.com.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much
much.
for coming on.
Yeah, great to see you.
Got
Love
Riz
you.
and Addison coming up in a little bit, so I want to make sure I give them some time. But man, I just love your story. I love everything you've been through.
Oh, thank
Your
you.
props to you for getting out there and fighting and letting people know your story and letting them know, you know, this can help. We got much love and respect for you.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. Same for both of you. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
you have a great.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Oh, you're in charge. I forgot.
Yep. I gotta figure out how to do this. Remove, I guess.
You got it.
Yay.
Good job.
Hi,
see?
everybody. Sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. Now we have Riz. I'm going to go ahead and bring him on because Addie is not here yet. Riz is going to be part of our CannaFest
I love Riz.
virtual. He was going to be part of the whole one, but we just found out we weren't going to be able to do it because of the dang corona.
Oh, look, we surprised Riz too.
That's all good. But yeah, so we were going to do the CannaFest live Crystal Beach like we do every year. But we found out that unfortunately, due to the corona, that we were going to have to figure out something. And we didn't want to totally like cancel it all together. So what we're doing is we're going the virtual route. Hi, Riz. How you doing? I see it's saying that you're connecting to audio and you're muted right now.
You gotta unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
What?
Hey.
There
Awesome.
he is.
Hey, how are you doing?
What's up?
It's so good to see you.
Nice to see you.
He has some great.
He does.
Check out his YouTube.
Does
Good stuff.
amazing music. We've got some amazing artists lined up.
Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all even playing my music, giving me a chance.
Oh, always. That's what we're here
That's what
for,
we
to
do,
get
man.
the up and coming people out there and heard, because it's hard. You got to have so many connections nowadays to even be heard.
That's right.
Like,
Right.
and a lot of good artists go unnoticed because they just didn't have a platform to be seen, heard at all.
Exactly.
We love spinning your songs.
And I love when y'all spin my songs, man. I be hearing hype as hell.
Heck yeah. So tell our audience a little bit about yourself and where they can find your music at.
Well, I'm an artist out of Colorado Springs, born and raised out of Philly though. I've been here in Colorado Springs for 2 years, doing my thing with this music, just making connections and networking, trying to get myself out there. You can find my music anywhere: Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, all that. TikTok.
Heck yeah. And you're with Mountain High 10, right, at Colorado?
I know them.
No. Oh, sorry.
I'm not with them. I know them.
Sorry, you said Colorado, so I assume maybe, but I didn't mean to do that. But no, who are you with?
AM 4420.
Heck yeah. Okay, cool deal.
Yeah. Right.
Do you
Nice.
have any cannabis stories? Like, how does cannabis help you? When is it that you realize that, this is a good thing and it shouldn't be illegal?
Well, me personally, the first time I was locked up, it was over a nickel bag of weed. So
Wow.
that's my one cannabis story that I got.
Right.
I mean, I didn't do no hardcore time or nothing like that. I just had probation because I was a minor.
Right. Is there anything? Is there a reason that, like, other than to chill and to kick back, does it help you, like, physically, mentally, anyway?
It does help. It does help me. I can say mentally and physically, because honestly, I'm like a whole demon when I'm not smoking and shit.
Right.
But,
Keeps you calm and mellow.
yeah. That and I've been in a couple of car accidents throughout my life, so it helps with back pain.
Yes.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, that's awesome. So I
Love
know
it.
that you got to be upset like us about CannaFest, and you
Man,
know it.
man. I was
Wish
ready to come down there and turn.
Yeah,
see everybody perform live. Oh my gosh, I was so excited.
we're so let down because we can't meet everybody
It's cool though, because it's going to come a time, and when that time comes, it's going to be something crazy.
now. Right, right. But the virtual thing will work out. We'll figure it out. We'll get it all set.
We'll make it
Yeah,
badass.
for sure. For
Definitely,
sure.
it'll be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna definitely try to get to somebody with a good camera to record me a set real quick. You know what I mean,
Heck
so I
yeah.
can have y'all something.
If not, if you have any videos already out there or anything, that can be another way you could do it, or just so that we can have a sample of something to play about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we could.
I feel it. I feel it. I could dig it. I
We'll
gotta.
figure something out.
I'm actually shooting a music video this Saturday on my birthday.
Oh heck yeah!
Very
Good luck
cool.
with that.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
That sounds like that's gonna be fun. Yes, very happy birthday.
No doubt. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But yeah, it'll be my first music video. I'm excited. So I mean, I know I got a couple people that's gonna come there, show out, show support. So it's gonna be dope.
Hell yeah, that's
Heck
awesome.
yeah, sounds like fun.
Yeah, it does. I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure out what I got to do to be in music videos. What I got to do.
Show up.
Well, that's easy. I can do that. I love to travel.
Right. All
Heck
you
yeah.
gotta do is show up. It's nothing.
Show up, show out.
I'll be PMing
Right.
later.
Cool, cool.
No doubt.
Well, thank
I
you
mean,
so
we
much,
try to
Riz,
have a
for
good time.
stopping by. And y'all can find him on KM420 Radio Mixler.com.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Is that get the link right?
It's almost right. It's mixler.com/KM420 radio.
Awesome.
Put the dash in there
So yeah, we'll put the links in there too.
for sure.
Okay.
After.
Also, I do want to promote my clothing line, Cushwear. Cushwear
Definitely.
clothing. My Instagram is Cushwear Clothing, all together on Instagram. I'm creating a Facebook page. The Facebook today is gonna be Cushwear Clothing. Everything's gonna be Cushwear Clothing. I'm gonna create the Twitter page and everything too today. Yeah, just be on the lookout for that. We got some things coming, and I see a lot of people out here is already feeling it, and a lot of stuff ain't even out on the streets yet.
Right, right. And we'll definitely put that Cushwear link in the thing too, because I
No
checked it
doubt.
out. That's a pretty cool website you got there.
Yeah, you got some
I
great.
appreciate you.
I love it.
I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Heck yeah.
Hey.
Well, so nice to meet you, Riz.
To meet
Is there
you,
any shows or anything coming up? Any kind of thing you're
too.
doing? I know Corona, man.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I got a show in Yelm, Washington on July 11th.
Awesome. Awesome. So how can
As
people
well as-
find you for that?
I've been sharing the page on Facebook. I've been sharing the event on Facebook. So if you find
Awesome.
me on Facebook, I'm Riz. I go by Riz Ellie. Y'all know,
We know.
to everybody else that
Or
know, I go
contact
by
me,
Riz
Fara,
Ellie.
and we'll hook you up with them.
Maybe we'll just share his.
Definitely. We'll share all the
Even better.
information in the link here, and we'll
Okay.
share it on our page.
Yes, we will.
That's it. All right.
Cool deal, Riz. Thank you very much.
Have a good
No
night.
have a great
problem.
night.
You too. You too.
Where's
Addison.
Wolfmane? Little Addie, where you
Little
at?
Addie.
Where you at?
I'm messaging him. Maybe he's having issues. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Freddie. Where you at? And where you at?
I
Addie?
love Addison, man. He has got the most energetic, nice vibe. You know what I mean?
He's got a lot of energy.
I
He's
love
awesome.
watching him. He's just a
I
good.
can't wait to see him perform. I bet
I
he's
know,
a great
right?
performer.
Heck yeah. All I've ever seen, I know he's been on Facebook videos several times, and I've just always loved his energy.
It's just so much different to see him in person, though. I mean, it's just so much more vibe when you're in person.
Right.
I can't wait for us to have meetings and gatherings again.
I know this Corona
Go
thing,
away, Corona.
man,
Go away.
makes me so mad.
It's just not right. You know,
Well, I don't know.
I don't know. What
I don't
should we
know.
talk about?
What should we talk about? I guess the virtual events, y'all keep an eye out. We will be coming up with some new flyers and be letting y'all know exactly what time to meet and all that soon. So just keep an eye on our page and we'll let you know what exact time. And I know it's Saturday on
July
Labor
4th.
Day
No,
weekend. Is it
September
the 6th?
5th and
or
6th?
5th?
Yeah.
5th. Okay, so it's September 5th. And we're gonna have all the same lineup and everything as the link that's the Facebook link we have for CannaFest. We'll have this put in here soon too as well.
And
here
that's
in just
really
a little
cool
bit.
because actually virtually we're not pigeonholed into just the people that show up at the beach,
Right.
right? So we can just reach so many people and educate them.
Exactly.
And then they can find artists that they love and support them. I think it's
Yes,
I
and
think
it
it's
gives-
gonna work out.
Gives all those people an opportunity to see something that maybe they couldn't have traveled out to CannaFest to see.
Absolutely.
And then not only that, but we always have issues with our cameras and Wi-Fi on the beach.
Oh, I bet.
So a lot of
I was
people
worried
don't get
about
to
that.
see. Yeah.
Honestly, I was thinking, how am I gonna
Like, we're
stream
like-
radio from the beach?
Can't even go live at the beach.
Yeah.
You got to like do the video and then post
Really?
it later. Yeah.
That was
like,
gonna be difficult for me, I'm sure.
yeah, it would have been crazy. Well, we would have had to get one of those, what do you call it? The
Like a
spot things.
Giant router thing,
Yeah.
We'd have figured it out.
We would have figured it
Because it
out.
would have been badass. I can promise you that. But now we just got to be badass virtually. So we'll make that happen for you guys. Don't worry. We got Bobby working on it too behind the scenes, which he's a master at videography.
Yes, he's going to be helping us figure out. It's still just pretty much the same lineup. Everything's the same. We just got to, instead of doing it at the beach, we'll be doing it virtually so everybody can see. I do know that instead of having them play live, we're having the musicians send in
Video.
video of them playing because it'll sound so much better that way. And I don't want to make
We
the
want them
artists,
to
I want them
sound-
to sound like they sound, not
Absolutely.
not computer
Generated.
Me-
reverb
yeah,
and
like
shit
all-
on it. It's
all
okay.
messed up.
Live just
Listening
doesn't
to an
work well.
acid trip on
Yeah.
live, yeah. So we're gonna make sure that we get them to do that. That way it's a lot better. But the speakers and sorry, y'all, the speakers and shit will be live.
Yes.
So you'll be able to interact with them. And then of course, Fara, myself, Renee, several hosts
Yeah.
will be bringing them on and introducing them and having a bunch of fun with y'all. So it's going to be a great time. Y'all definitely don't want to miss it.
You're gonna love it.
Well, Addie,
Addie,
Little Wolf Man,
we're gonna have to do it another time, man.
I don't know. I think I told him 8:50.
Oh,
So
well, then
it
we
might,
should
but
wait.
he hasn't looked at it yet. So I'm not sure if he's waiting on that or what, but I'm sure I can find something else. The Walk for Change, y'all.
Walk for change.
www.walknumber4change.us. Shirt back there. We're going to be walking all the way across America, starting in Southern California, ending at Washington, D.C. Right now, as everything's going, we're playing it by ear that this will continue. But everybody knows, due to Corona, we got to do what Corona
have to
does.
do.
So we might end up, you'll see. Just stay tuned. The walk will happen regardless, but
We're
just
gonna evolve no matter what happens.
exactly,
It's gonna happen.
exactly.
No matter how we gotta make it happen. Because we are gonna walk for change.
Yep, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna have to, like Wendy was saying. I'm ready in 10. He said, "Okay, cool." So he'll be ready in 10. Shit, what was I just
Now we
saying?
gotta talk for 10 minutes. We were talking about walk for change.
Yes.
And you know, I don't know, what are we smoking?
Nothing. Maybe that's the problem.
That is the problem. Maybe we should smoke.
Right?
We got 10
No, we were
minutes.
talking about Walk for Change, saying, that it was gonna happen regardless.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make it happen.
And
It
like
doesn't
Wendy
matter.
said, there's many reasons to fight. So even if we fight and win the one thing we're asking, which is freedom and ending cannabis prohibition, that's one of the things we're fighting for. This is for all human rights though, but
Yes.
Once we get one of them knocked off and checked off our list, then we'll be probably continuing our walk on until the next thing is knocked off, and so on and so on and
There's
so on.
always
'Cause
going to be something.
there's so much
There's so
injustice
many
in
bad
the world
laws
right
and
now.
injustice, and
Right.
so much reform needs to be made.
Definitely.
Somebody's got to do it. And you should tell them. We could tell them about the trail ferries. Like you don't actually have to walk per se. You don't have to do the long walk across America. You can support it by doing a walk in your area. You could be a trail ferry where you just provide like food and maybe a little bit of a yard to pitch a tent. Whatever you can provide, whatever your comfort level is, that's what you should provide
Exactly.
to the Walk for Change. So go check out their website.
Definitely. www.walknumber4change.us. And you can sign up to sponsor. You can sign up to help out. You can sign up to maybe make a one-time donation, or sign up for a donation to be put on banners as we walk through. There's
Cool.
different
I didn't know
different tiers of
that.
donations.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So if you can just donate 25, donate 5 or 20,
So if you're balling, just donate.
But
20 to
if you got a business that you'd like to be, advertised,
we'll
then
advertise.
maybe you'd want the the higher sponsor tier or whatever. So yeah, there's something for everybody in that, like the one that can only do a little bit, and then all the way to
you
whoever.
could even volunteer your time. Everything. You can anything. There's so many things.
Yes, and like right now, we need more leaders to step up and take on walks in their area. Like we've got Texas covered, we've got Southern California, but all along there, we need people to step up and start saying, "Yeah, I will help when the walkers come through," or "I donate 10 miles." You know what I mean? I'll promise 10 miles, or I'll promise an hour, or whatever. There's plenty of things that we need, and there will be a van, like a trailer and stuff following. So there will be medical issues taken care of. Willow Creek Springs donated all the medical supplies for it.
Very nice.
Willow Creek Springs is amazing company. They rock. That's Joe and all them. They do a great job. Yes.
Okay. I love it. I love Joe.
Great stuff. But yeah. So he said give him 10.
Mhm.
We are waiting.
We're waiting, Addie. We're waiting for you. He just wants to make us women wait. I see how he is.
Yep. It's funny. He's good though. I like him. Y'all will love him once he gets on here.
He's fabulous. Lots of fun. Lots of personality. And he has really good songs. Like he and Jazzy Lee sing Fake Jordans. That's a good song, guys. Like,
Heck yeah.
check it out. It's on YouTube, I'm sure. It's under Jazzy Lee probably on YouTube, but he sings in it.
I know we posted several links on the page as far as all the different all the different artists coming. So y'all can find a lot of this music if you go to Cannabis Soap and Carry Walks or KM 420 Radio. Both those have been just kind of playing their stuff on the page, as well as the radio station plays a lot of their music. I think you said you were going to do an hour-long thing or something.
Yeah, we're going to start it next week. So we're going to start on Monday next week. We're going to do an hour-long for CannaFest artists. So you'll get a preview of what they do. On the radio, though, it's not. We might actually do some live. Renee and I are talking about it. We're going to actually work out some live where we can share our screen and let you watch one of their videos, maybe too, so that you can kind of get to see them and get to know the artists, because the artists are pretty cool people, guys. They're struggling, just like the rest of us. They just don't have. They're shut down.
Right. They can't get out there and perform right now.
So they're having to perform at home. That's got to be different if you're an artist and you're used to performing in a crowd, and then all of a sudden it's just you in that room, right? And you got to perform. How scary is that? So anyway.
Well, I know I always have an issue. Bobby will be like, "Yeah, why don't you just go on and record, such and such or whatever that he wants me to do."
Mm-hmm.
But it's weird. But I'm so used to doing the live thing.
Right.
I don't feel like I'm talking to myself
When you're live.
when I'm live.
No, because people talk to us.
Yeah, but then whenever we go and do it video, like I'm supposed to like interact like I'm talking to y'all, and I just feel crazy and stupid, and
feels weird,
it
I'm
ends
sure.
up I end up saying a lot. Yeah.
It
It's funny.
happens. We're human.
Little Addie,
Little Addie.
we are
Making us
here
wait, Addie.
waiting for you.
I'm about to call him. Be like, what
You
are
got his
doing?
number? Hey Addie, what's up?
Hey, Addie, what's up? You're about to get a call from me.
He has something productions too. I didn't write it down. I was gonna have him talk about it.
I should know. That I don't.
But he is one of the KM420 artists too, right?
Oh yes, for sure. He is for sure KM420. And him and Jazzy Lee, and they play on my radio all the time because I love them. They're good songs.
Good people.
Mm-hmm.
It's been so much fun being able to hang out with the artists as we're getting CannaFest ready. We got this chat, we got all the artists in, and
I love it.
we get to, meet all the different artists, and it's a lot of fun. Haha, you're calling his Facebook.
Addison, look, we aren't gonna wait forever for you, man. We got lives. We're moms. Hell, I'm not a mom no
We're
more.
gonna-
My kid's 19, almost 20. I don't really have to take care of him anymore. It's so fabulous. Just so you know. Loving the new phase of my life. Oh, Addison. What?
Okay. Well, Addison, I'm sorry. It looks like we're hitting 9 o'clock. So what I'll probably do is have you come on next week on CannaCorner and try this again.
Let's do it again.
Definitely figure it out that way. But y'all go check out KM420 Radio. And I know y'all got a Facebook page and Instagram.
Yeah, we got KM420 Radio Chill Spot, KM420 Radio, and same on the Instagram. You'll find us. Just go to my Facebook page, Fara Hunter. Don't worry, it's all over that page.
Heck yeah. They're great people. Her and Renee, they're awesome.
All we do
Awesome.
is spin local artists all day, filtered in there with some other artists. But yeah, we just
Well, not only that, but you get out on the streets with us.
we do,
And we
support
fight for
cannabis.
legalization. Yeah. So the
All
great
the
great
time, all
people,
the time.
wonderful people. And y'all go hit them up, show them some love. Definitely. We will be on here again next Monday, 8
Yeah, we
o'clock, CannaCorner. And we will be doing an interview again with Mr. Addie.
Hopefully, don't make us wait again.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace out.